first time. Seahawks won the toss, deferred to the second half. Isaac Guerendo gets an opportunity here in the return game. And breaks out of a tackle, takes it across the 20.
This Shanahan offense, he's not in complete control of.
Toss it to Christian McCaffrey, his second game back.
With Kittle out, that would have been a big blow.
Purdy's first throw of the day is for Deebo Samuel. Went down to get it and immediately was stopped by Josh. Brock Purdy, who threw for a season-high 353 last week, goes outside for Jawan Jennings, close to this here. D. Williams, the fair catch.
Center play pass. They've got to be better on early downs.
It is Kenneth Walker on first down and behind.
In with a more efficient run game and
encroachment defense number 92.
Here in the NFL, coming from the University of Washington. First throw is to Tyler Lockett and the 10
to go along with Smith and Jigba and Lockett. It's as good a trio as in the league.
Play action. Smith looking deep, lets it fly. DK Metcalf can't pull it in.
DK Metcalf on those deep crossing routes.
There's defense improving, coming off its best game, just a little more than 200 yards against Tampa Bay last week. Fake to Charbonnet. Smith zips one, first down, Jackson.
He's just going to sit down in front of the weak hook player, and it's just a simple read for Geno Smith. Possessions, this is a good early sign.
Yeah, they're trying to find the end zone on the first drive for the first time all year. That is a back shoulder throw that
affects the entire game flow.
Kenneth Walker off the left side. Stiff arm to get free for a moment, but no gain. Smith in trouble. Smith is sacked.
Both got to do a better job helping him.
So that sack makes this a long one for Jason Myers, 52, and he's got 49ers to get it again. Guerendo from the goal line. And San Francisco. Niners begin the drive with McCaffrey looking for room off the left side. He's going to use it. 2nd and 8. Purdy does drop back. Now it takes off. Brock Purdy has the first down. First down of the day for the Niners, and now play action. Over the middle, Jawan Jennings. First down into Seahawks territory. He's taken over that key X spot with Ayuk lost for the year. McCaffrey, not a lot there. So we can make up for that in the passing game, but in the run game, he's indispensable. Here's McCaffrey again with. On 3rd and 5, Seahawks bring some pressure. It's picked up, and Purdy zips one to McCaffrey. Carried the load the first couple months of the season when McCaffrey out, and he did a lot of this. Gain of 8 for Joe. 2nd and 2. Here comes Mason, and he's got a first down.
McDonald, he's stressed all week. Red zone defense.
Purdy over the middle finds Jennings. Jennings final on 2nd and 5. Purdy in rhythm underneath Deebo Samuel.
And a jumbo on the backside.
Bootleg, Purdy chased by Maffei, trips and falls, and he's down back.
Jawan Jennings is the crack player on the edge, and they're going to run him off the field.
Bringing an extra man out of the secondary here, and Purdy runs away from it. One-on-one to the pylon, a dive. He is in for the...
Reach the ball for the pylon, unless it's 4th down, but I guess if you're Brock Purdy and you score, Kyle Shanahan's just going to give him a high five and say, all right, man.
Nice dive, bro.
Be careful. You see that right foot? At wide receiver. They've got to be better up front.
Kenneth Walker. Got a Frisco with a 7-3 lead. Brock Purdy marched him down the field, found the end zone. San Francisco trying to get a 3rd consecutive win on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. 2nd down, coming out of the quarter change, tossed to the sideline, and DK Metcalf out of the eye on 3rd and short, and they feed it to Zim.
They got to handle business.
Walker straight ahead, broke a tackle, stiff arm to break another. Kenneth Walker into San Francisco. All kinds of cushion over him too. Now 4 choices on that side. They open the field up over here for D. Now it's not the way to go about it. 2nd and 5, and the snap is through Smith's hands. Juggles and recovery, too. Charbonnet tricks.
It's impossible to overcome.
Michael Dixon, one of the best in the league, sends a bullet down there towards the goal line. That is spectacular, but into the end zone. McCaffrey motions across, takes the fake. Purdy sets up, coverage downfield tight, extends the play. Use check. Completions like that, using the legs to buy time. On 2nd and 5, clean pocket, tipped in the air and intercepted. Jonathan Haken.
Ability to play both outside and now in here in the slot, matched up against McCaffrey. You think back to that week 6 matchup without Reek Woolen, Devin Witherspoon never really played inside. They thought that was a big miss back in week 6. And
29 in San Francisco territory. Charbonnet, nowhere to go.
we'll keep it in the 20s.
2nd and 10. Smith to throw. Well protected. Nobody comes open though. Throw. 4-man rush. Still gets there. Instant replay of the first drive. Setting up a long field goal in it. Myers chips it down there short. Mason boots it. Knocked out of bounds. But
and it just, you can't really put your finger on it. And, you know, I think one of the big factors when you, nice job there by Drew Mason. He just kind of.
McCaffrey. Struggles to get. McCaffrey again, straight downhill, nowhere to run. Once again, it's shut down. Out of the way they played. On 3rd and long, Purdy steps up. Purdy again trying to extend with his legs. He'll use the pump fake to get a first down. Best rate in football history.
Whether you're beyond the line of scrimmage or not,
It doesn't matter how far either. Here's McCaffrey. Keeps his balance near me. Last week, the notion of fresh legs probably false. Said the
Gators have to ask themselves.
blitz coming here. They throw right into it, and that's Eric Saubert getting his shot today with Kittle out. Purdy ducks under center. Everybody loaded up inside. It's a jet sweep for Deebo Samuel, and he's got a first down. Deebo Samuel.
Holding. Offense. Number 15. 10-yard penalty.
A man zone read here with the motion.
Seahawks being aggressive, bringing extra man. Purdy over the middle. There he is. 2 minutes in this first half. Fake to McCaffrey. Deep drop. Short throw. Use check. For
3-4 clip. I want the big ones.
Back to the ground here, and McCaffrey. Good surge this time. And a 1st and 10 from the 34. Again, the Seahawks bringing pressure. Flags fly. 3rd penalty of this drive has made it 1st and 15. Purdy is sacked from behind.
The unit has played, and they needed it.
2nd down, very long. Purdy's arm hit his.
Allow them to keep both these timeouts.
Purdy looked to throw quickly, and then it's knocked down. It was.
And then he settles, and now he understands. He just reads the eyes of Purdy and gets in that
100 yards. I beg your pardon, 130 yards total. Had that off, but still, point remains that it's been an excellent first
possession. Something easy here.
Emptied out with the motion from Charbonnet. This is not easy. That's Smith and Jigba on the sideline. Still nothing. And they play on. It's a draw for Kenneth Walker. At a hole initially, now reverses field and gets out of bounds in this first half. A minute 28, 2 timeouts. Smith lets it rip for Metcalf.
Perfect of the football in the entire league. I mean, he can generate.
1st and 15 after the penalty. Underneath here for Smith and Jigba.
They're asked to do it in the same series.
2nd down, 12. Deep drop. Pressure coming. Dumped off for Charbonnet. Pulled down from behind.
It's not something past the first down chain. He's got to keep this clock running.
Flags down as he hits across in Metcalf. He needs the 48 in Niners territory for a first down. He's not going to get.
At least get one more shot here. Bosa trying to time.
Niners rush just 4. Well protected is Smith. Underneath he goes Barner. Lowers the shoulder, but the 49ers rally and stop him short.
At the end.
Walker
So it's actually Lenore.
Yeah, I don't think anybody has any flags left in the holsters.
They're going to start throwing hats.
Just
Yeah, they're still going at it. DK Metcalf, he's.
Personal foul. Defense number 2. Personal foul. Number 9 of the offense. Those
out. Dixon to send it away to Cowing, who's muffed a couple. Had a career best 30-yarder last week. He's got a chance here. Jacob Cowing spins to the 20 mile. Purdy a look to throw it. Lofting one for Jennings, who can't get the
Hands, defense number 53. 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Boyers, 15-year veteran, one of the best that's ever done it. Only 3 men rush this time. Tighter windows than one of the tight. Drop play from McCaffrey.
It's been a tight matchup.
All right, here we go. Final play of this half. Deebo Samuel is going to cross midfield, and that will do it as Witherspoon. You get more stats with help from Geico. Neither offense with a whole lot going. Even some boos through the first half today. Moody sends it away. And it's a line drive kick that's juggled and then brought out by Kenny McIntosh. And McIntosh from the 15 with a Kenneth Walker run. Walker reversing field. Nothing there. Giant
But they've been playing better as of late.
Smith to throw it. Over the middle behind Bart. Niners trying to get pressure with 4. Smith uses his legs to keep it alive. Lets it go. It is intercepted. He threw it right to him.
Second down incomplete, and then Geno Smith just trying to make a play that's not there. Jackson Smith and Jigba is trying to come back towards Geno, and he just airmails it.
2 of offense in the first half. Toss for McCaffrey, waits for something to develop. And Christian McCaffrey crosses.
It puts on the defense.
Takes the fake here. It's Purdy throwing incomplete with the print.
Picks up 9.
He's got it on 3rd and 1 here, and he's got a first down. The difference in this game to this point is the 49ers finished off their first red zone trip with a touchdown. Flag down as Purdy runs inside the 10. 49er at the end of the play, too.
Number 65.
1st and 20 after that penalty. There's another flag as they swing it outside to McCaffrey. He's got room with a good block right there from Erickson.
Offense. The tackle was left uncovered.
Self-inflicted negatives hurt these drives.
McCaffrey with his first catch that will stand. Championship game or the Super Bowl for the last 5 years. Purdy steps up and takes off. He's done a lot with his legs today, and you know, 49ers fans, and 3rd and 15, 2 to snap it. They get it off. Underneath there is McCaffrey, but for Seattle. What an adventure it was last week for Moody, who's gonna start it off right. Fake to Walker. Play action on first down, but is limited in practice this week. He's still been able to get there for 2 sacks today. Here's Walker. Stop. This time he's well protected. That is Metcalf over the top of Yadam.
Yeah, and when he threw it, I thought Yadam was going to have another pick. Just somehow gets enough air on the ball to allow DK Metcalf to kind of separate going backward. Nice job getting his feet down, but it's a risky 3rd down pass. Obviously, Geno
with the knee issue. He's got his 4th catch, his biggest one. Bosa's still out of the game. They run the screen to Barner. And A.J. Barner, the rookie tight end, with his 2nd and 4. Smith wants it all with Lockett. Great coverage from Look for it all right here. And they've got it. Smith and Jigba. From the 31, they'll throw again. Smith steps up. Metcalf against Warner.
After pregame warm-ups.
Here's Walker off the left side. Kenneth Walker near the...
Still not great.
There was enough for a first down. Smith finds Smith and Jigba. Smith and Jigba inside the 5. 1st and goal.
The right guard, number 75, getting out in front.
Here's Walker dancing, looking for space, and taking it inside the backup center, playing fullback. It's Walker, left side, and in for the Seahawks. The possession, and it's Kenneth Walker finishing it off. And the Seahawks have taken the lead with their first touchdown of the day in what feels like a must-win game. Check back in there, as Pam reported. And here comes Christian McCaffrey on the first play of the drive, and they hope for the rest of this season. It's finally started to take shape how they want it to be. As Jennings has the catch for a first down. Juwan Jennings is they're trying to live without. Blitz comes, it's picked up. It gives Purdy time. He checks it down, and McCaffrey dives ahead.
Really stepped up in Ayuk's absence.
On the toss, McCaffrey had a good job.
Just really good linebacker play.
Purdy sneaks his way through. That thing looked doomed.
These safeties, if any, is going to come down.
Gathering all that information for nothing. On to the fourth quarter. It's a handoff to McCaffrey, and they gash him at their long touchdown today. Bootlegs into a blitzing Witherspoon, who hit his arm.
Got in out in the pass.
Fifth pick of the draft last year, living up to it today. Here comes Samuel looking for the edge. Julian Love there to
inside that building in Seattle.
Right on the edge of Jake Moody's field goal range on this third down. Purdy giving time, a perfect throw, and it's Juwan Jennings.
Brings to this offense. I mean, that's incredible.
Now it's McCaffrey, defender right in his face immediately, and then crunched near the line of scrimmage.
To Juwan Jennings.
Swing it outside McCaffrey. He's got some space. He's got some blockers, and he's close to.
Understand how valuable this is down here this close.
Right back to McCaffrey, and he
on Jake Brendel.
Offense, number 64.
That left elbow brace, that's kind of the point of contact, and as he loses his footing, they got nobody here at the top of the screen.
Looking in his direction, Jennings again fighting for the sticks, breaking tackles, and getting a first.
So there's no doubt.
Third catch of this drive. Purdy on first and goal, whips it outside. McCaffrey's inside the 5 and top on second and goal. Fake to McCaffrey, bootleg Purdy, wide open, guess who? Juwan Jennings. It had to be Jennings to finish this drive. And long receptions. Jennings had to fight his way, scratch and claw for the first down in the previous catch. This one's a catch and a walk-in, and a San Francisco lead. To do so again. 9.5 left, down 4. They start the drive with a Kenneth Walker run.
Listen to their best defender.
Smith and Jigba, jet sweep. Can he get the blocks? Got a couple to get a first.
NFL level.
3 straight runs to begin this drive. Walker can't get going
in these formations.
And it is off play action. Smith for Metcalf. Draw play on third down. It's Walker with room, but stopped from behind.
Little T-back formation.
Walker looking for the outside, and he's got it for a first to go. Charbonnet. Stopped by Floyd. Down. Back to the air. Smith retreating. Smith floating. Sideline. Smith
out of the offensive line.
Clock operator, please reset the clock to 4 minutes and 55 seconds.
I don't know,
the player
man.
was out of bounds.
Okay,
Under 5 minutes.
and they've already gotten involved with
4:55,
replay
please.
assist and done a nice job to over. No, the call has stood. This will be. It's a quarterback sneak, and he's tied.
Need all 3 to get the ball back.
Handed off, Charbonnet. I don't know. That 49ers defense
line right there. Just a ton of penetration up the middle. There's the ball.
So the 49ers have it. 3:55 to go. All 3 timeouts for Seattle, and McCaffrey has a first down. Right back to McCaffrey.
Holding defense, number 97.
McCaffrey, his 19th carry today. It's going backwards. All packed in there again, same numbers, and it is play action. Purdy throws high and incomplete. He's throwing, you can guess where he's looking. 15's been the man today. It's him again, but he stopped right away, keeps his footing. The struggles they've had in special teams. Spinner's box there, coming after this. O'Donnell sends it away. And drops it into the end zone. So a touchback many times this year. Looking outside, DK Metcalf, perfect.
Of course, a big body target on the sideline, and he mentioned San Francisco.
That he didn't, but on a play where it seemed like it shouldn't be that tough.
Yeah, it just didn't get that.
His play today. Catch 30 yards earlier.
Clock.
Walker out of the backfield. Solid first down gas rush. Bosa out of the game. They bring 4. It's thrown quickly and blown.
Fred's probably one of the best linebackers in football.
Underneath again and a first down. Geno Smith. Smith and Jigba.
To the coverage, and nice job there by Smith and Jigba getting open.
Looking his way again. Now Metcalf can't
Rely on his front 4 minus Bosa.
Just those front 4 again. Still able to get there. Smith on the move. Finds Smith and Jigba. Throw.
Fresh set of downs.
From the 34. Again, just for Ross. This time they're able to make some noise. Seattle's got to have a touchdown. Smith scans the field and now runs. And Geno Smith with speed, sliding with a first.
And expecting them to bring 5 or 6.
And they do for the first time bring somebody extra. That leaves Smith and Jigba open. Breaks the tackle to Campbell and gets
2 seconds now.
Under 20. Smith back to throw. Smith takes off. Geno Smith, end zone ahead. Touchdown Seattle.
William on the line. It's been a little bit of a streak.
9 yards. They need to get close to the 40 for that.
And they do the opposite.
Wow. So here we go. Purdy throws quickly. Deebo Samuel hit right against no timeouts. Last hope here for the 49ers. Purdy steps up and throws. Has Samuel crossing. Turns around, tosses it back to a lineman with a flag down, and then it's taken away by Seattle.
It's a pass interference.
Number 82, that penalties decline. The game.
The Seahawks nipping at their heels. Geno Smith, the game-winning drive with a game-winning score right there. Take a break. Back to Santa Clara to wrap up this game.
Geno, you could watch it, you could feel it, you were not going to be denied. Look at you standing tall. Tell me how that unfolded.
Man, team win. Took everybody. Oh, man, I got to catch my breath a little bit, but it took everybody, man. Everybody played great. Thought the defense was phenomenal. I thought our offensive line played great, man. Olu stepped in there and did his thing. How about it, man? How about it? We needed to get this win, and we did.
Mike had been talking all week about complimentary football, and it came together.
Yeah.
How important was that today?
It's big, but it's one win. We got to build off of this. I think our team, we showed a lot of fight, we showed a lot of heart, especially there at the end, man. It's great. I love when the ball's in my hand at the end of the game, man. What more could you ask for?
You want them on your back.
Yeah, put it on my back, put the ball in my hands.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I mean, the turning point